Are you seeing a more engaged Kennedy as of late? Seem to be getting off the floor better and really aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing that out of everybody now. Right now, everybody's really coming in. But Kennedy, really going through boards hard. He's really trying to do everything he can to really, produce out there.
And you're more engaged, where you seem to be staying on the floor. As we talked about, how can you, when Tony comes back, how can you mix in and make sure that you maintain this level of play?
Just keep the same mindset. Be aggressive. Be smart on the defense. Not to do stupid stuff. A couple of times I know when Lottie drove, I just gave him a little room rather than what I used to do bump or put my hands in it. Just little stuff like that. Just keep me in.
Senior stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you mentioned before about forcing it at times. With this streak that you're on, is a little bit of pressure off that you're finally playing up to the level that you expected?
I don't really even think about it or listen to stuff like that. I just try to go out there and play. Try to do whatever I can to help the team out. But they seem glad. I'm finally playing the way I am. Everybody. They seem pretty excited. Come on, same thing next game.
Right.
Keep it going. It's good to see teammates encourage you like that.
Kennedy said the difference he can see in you the last few games is that you're preparing differently. You're preparing better than maybe you were preparing before. Is that so?
I guess you could say that. It's just mindset. When we do shoot around and stuff, I'm trying to work on game type situation stuff. Like today, I was preparing in the mid post. I'm working on stuff that will possibly happen against the zone. Then working on my free throws.
Not that you were hesitant before, but you appeared less hesitant. But you've also been facing the basket a lot more. Is that why? Are you just more comfortable?
Yeah. I'm trying not to be as passive as I am in the past. I'm just trying to be more aggressive. Just put pressure on other teams. Bigs. Try to get them in foul trouble as well. Rather than me just being in foul trouble and stuff like that.
Real early in the game, you got the ball near the baseline. It was a similar spot where you got it a lot last year up in the Carrier Dome when Bryce kept finding you, and you had a big game. And they sensed it immediately. I think they had two guys run out on you, and there was an easy pass inside to Kennedy. Yeah. Do you think that kind of scouting report back to last year kind of paid off there?
Yeah, definitely. Because honestly, before that, after that game, it seemed like their zone changed a little bit. Like they really worried about the guy baseline. The second two times we played them, that one there. First time, Bryce easily catch it, look at me. They weren't worried about it. And then now, after that game, it seemed like you can't even get it down there. That's why, it's very important for us to attack that middle guy. Then I have to worry a little bit. Then, you see Theo throw lobs, stuff like that. It opens it up.
And you guys had a lot of success. You found a lot of little seams and creases and were able to get a lot of looks inside, and even went over the top of them a little bit more than usual. It looks like today.
It's just seeing what they give us. It's a lot of times when we took our time, they made a little mistake and we took advantage of it. I know there's a few times where they weren't paying attention to the weak side. That guy slips in, catching him in. There you go.
Last year, you guys kind of had 2 points of the season where I think lights went on, so to speak. One was down at Florida State when Bryce had that monster game. The other one was when you guys nearly lost at BC and Justin had that big last 5 minutes, kind of pushed you guys forward. Have you guys experienced sort of a similar type of light here in the last 10 days to 2 weeks? You feel like you guys have gone to another level collectively?
I would say, it's all, everybody just being, comfortable and aggressive on the offensive end. Everybody's, really, getting into, what we practice. I think that's the biggest thing. We're translating what we practice to the game. That's the biggest thing. It was the issue after Hawaii where we just want us. It really started on the defensive end. That's really helped us a lot. But now it's just us. Just trying to do what we practice.
Given the number of big games you guys have played, did you maybe get bored a little bit in December because those games didn't have the same magnitude as what you're playing now and moving forward?
No, it's always a chance, to learn something, to get better, to do something. I can't speak for them, but, I love playing basketball. So, anytime we can get out there, I love it.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.